Hello and welcome to my shop. My name is Tracy Maxfield and this is Hammer Down Woodworking. Today we're going to build this camera holder that goes on a tripod. Of course, we're not building a tripod. You'll have to build you one of those or buy one. But this is for that extra cell phone, just in case you need an extra camera, or if you're recording your YouTube videos already on a cell phone and you don't have any way to hold it. This will hold it. I'll show you how I did that. All right, let's get some measurements. Take your phone and measure it, the width and the length of it. And also leave this rubber case on it. That's going to help it stay inside this holder. And then I went over to the table saw with a scrap piece of wood and cut out a piece of wood the exact same size as the phone. And then over at the workbench, I laid this in the corner of my actual piece and marked 5/8 of an inch in from the outside and marked all the way around it. And then I added that 5/8 of an inch to the top, and from your perspective, and mine too, is also the left hand side, left 5/8 of an inch all the way around it. Now you can make yours whatever thickness you want. Now what I'm doing is taking that cutoff block and using it to mark by and measuring up 1 inch from each edge of that outside square. That's going to be the template. And then I use the 45s to mark it, and here's kind of like what that looks like when you get done. Now all you want to do is just simply cut all that out. And then from this point to this point, you want to line your straight edge up and just make a mark from that inside straight across the other one all the way to the end. So you're going to use this to saw by. And I would make this just a little bit wide. I wouldn't get excessively wide. Of course, you can always control the amount of tension that you put on the phone by how tight you make the bolt when you're tightening it up on the phone. But I run mine through there twice, I think, on the bandsaw, probably about 3/32 of an inch wide roughly. And then everything was sanded smooth on the inside and outside. And then a test fit and to mark the location of the buttons. I don't want, when I clamp this down on it, I don't want it pushing the buttons, causing the phone to go crazy while I'm trying to record with it. And over to spindle sander, I cut these out. And I did it for the top and the bottom, which is both sides of the phone. There's buttons on both sides. And that seemed to work out pretty well. And then I took an awl and marked my spot, and then drilled that out with a 1/4 inch drill bit. And then I used a 2.5 inch 1/4 bolt, 2 flat washers, and a wing nut. The indention made from the hammer was not deep enough, so I decided to take a pencil and mark it and then just chiseled this out. And then I used some 5-minute epoxy to set this nut down in that hole just to hold it and kind of seat it real well. And now we'll allow that to set up. And while that is setting up, we'll round over all the edges on it, inside and out. And I hand sanded everything to 220. And then once the epoxy had set up, it was sanded down flush. And then the bottom was attached to the frame using glue and wood screws. And this is where I got adding the screws when I discovered that my camera had stopped filming. Now this little tripod that I've got, it's got a 1/4 thumb screw that goes up through the bottom of it. Yours may be different. You may have to find some other different way to attach it, but that's how this one works. Now this will allow you complete access to your phone from either side, and you can flip it either way also. I think it'll be very handy. I believe it will. Well, I hope you found that useful. Hope that helps you some. If you like the content, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, thanks for watching.